Hello there, future millionaires, entrepreneurs, business owners, and overachievers. Welcome back to yet another informative video. I'm thrilled to have you here today. Whether you're a long-time subscriber or brand new to the channel, I appreciate your support and enthusiasm. In today's video, we take a journey through history far back. Reason being, sometimes the best way to learn and prepare yourself for the future is to take notes from the past. Understanding the history of the wealthy, what made them so, and how you can apply it to your present life will surely give you a boost toward your financial goals. This topic will be broken into 3 videos so that we are able to hit every important mark. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Now let's get started. A historical perspective on wealth and the lives of the wealthy. The history of wealthy individuals is a fascinating exploration of economic, social, and cultural evolution spanning centuries. Across different eras and regions, the concept of wealth and the lives of the wealthy have undergone profound transformations. This disquisition delves into the history of wealthy people and civilizations, tracing their journey from ancient civilizations to the modern age. Ancient civilizations, origins of wealth, Mesopotamia and Egypt, circa 3,500–3000 BCE. In the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia and Egypt, the wealthy were primarily landowners, priests, and rulers. Wealth was tied to control over agricultural resources and the labor force. Mesopotamia's stable climate, rich soil, and a steady supply of fresh water made it ideal to thrive. For those of you who are familiar with the book The Richest Man in Babylon, a highly recommended book to read, I am exhilarated to inform you that Mesopotamia is the home of the Babylonians. Ancient Rome and Greece accumulated their wealth through a combination of factors, including economic activities, conquests, trade, and access to valuable resources. Greece and Rome saw the emergence of wealthy elites, including philosophers, merchants, and politicians. Ancient Greece, agriculture. Agriculture was the backbone of the Greek economy. The fertile lands of Greece allowed for the cultivation of a variety of crops, including wheat, barley, olives, and grapes. Surpluses from agriculture contributed to wealth accumulation. Trade. Greece's geographical location played a crucial role in its wealth. Situated at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, Greek city-states engaged in trade with neighboring regions. They exported goods such as wine, olive oil, pottery, and textiles in exchange for valuable resources and exotic products. Maritime commerce. Greek city-states like Athens and Corinth became maritime powers, dominating trade routes in the Mediterranean Sea. This maritime commerce brought significant wealth through shipping and trade-related activities. Colonization. The Greeks established colonies in various parts of the Mediterranean and Black Sea regions. These colonies facilitated trade and resource extraction, further contributing to Greek wealth. Art and culture. Greek art, philosophy, and education were highly sought after, attracting scholars and students from across the Mediterranean. This cultural export also generated income. Ancient Rome, conquests. Rome's expansion through military conquests allowed it to accumulate vast wealth. Tribute from conquered territories, including taxes, resources, and slave labor, poured into the Roman coffers. Agriculture. Like Greece, agriculture was fundamental to Rome's economy. The cultivation of wheat, grapes, and olives in Italy and its provinces provided sustenance and surplus income. Trade. Rome had a robust trade network with regions as far as India and China. They traded goods such as spices, silk, and precious metals, which were highly lucrative. Mining. The Roman Empire had access to rich mineral deposits, particularly gold, silver, and copper, which were extracted from mines in various provinces. These minerals were used for coinage and as a source of wealth. Taxation. Rome imposed taxes on its citizens and subjects. The Roman tax system was well organized and efficient, providing a steady source of revenue for the government. Slavery. Rome's extensive use of slave labor allowed for significant economic productivity and wealth accumulation. Slaves performed various tasks, from agricultural work to construction and mining. Infrastructure and engineering. Rome's advanced engineering and construction techniques, such as aqueducts, roads, and monumental architecture, contributed to economic development and facilitated trade and transportation. In both ancient Greece and Rome, the accumulation of wealth was closely tied to the economic activities of the region, its control over valuable resources, trade networks, and, in the case of Rome, the conquest of neighboring territories. These factors combined to make these civilizations among the wealthiest of their time. 2. The Middle Ages, feudalism and aristocracy. Feudal Europe, circa 9th–15th century. Feudal lords and monarchs dominated medieval Europe. Wealth was derived from land ownership, agriculture, and the labor of peasants who worked the land. Medieval Asia, circa 5th–15th century. In Asia, dynasties and empires controlled vast wealth through agriculture, trade, and tribute systems. Merchants along the Silk Road also accumulated substantial riches. 3. The Renaissance and early capitalism. Renaissance, 14th–17th century. The Renaissance saw the rise of wealthy patrons, including the Medici family, who supported art, culture, and education. This era marked a transition from agrarian wealth to commercial wealth. The Renaissance period, which spanned roughly from the 14th to the 17th century, witnessed significant changes in the way wealth was generated, accumulated, and displayed. Several factors contributed to wealth growth during this period. Urbanization and trade. The Renaissance saw the growth of urban centers and a resurgence of trade. Thriving cities like Florence, Venice, and Milan became economic hubs, fostering the exchange of goods and ideas. The emergence of a vibrant merchant class, engaged in both domestic and international trade, contributed to wealth generation. Banking and finance. Renaissance Italy was the birthplace of modern banking. Prominent banking families like the Medici and Fuga played pivotal roles in facilitating trade by providing credit and financial services. This financial revolution enabled entrepreneurs and merchants to accumulate substantial wealth. Art and patronage. The Renaissance was a period of immense artistic and cultural creativity. Wealthy patrons, including the Medici family, sponsored artists, scholars, and scientists. The commissions for art and architecture generated wealth for artists and craftsmen and elevated the status of these creative endeavors. Maritime exploration. Renaissance Europe's expansion into the New World and exploration of sea routes to Asia opened up new avenues for wealth accumulation. The discovery of gold, silver, and valuable commodities in the Americas enriched European powers and contributed to their economic growth. Intellectual property. The Renaissance witnessed advancements in printing technology, leading to the mass production of books. This dissemination of knowledge facilitated intellectual and scientific progress, contributing to economic growth by fostering innovation and education. Craftsmanship and trade guilds. Skilled artisans and craftsmen thrived during the Renaissance. Trade guilds protected the interests of these artisans and ensured quality control, leading to the production of high-value goods, including textiles, ceramics, and luxury items. Agriculture and land ownership. While urbanization was a hallmark of the Renaissance, agriculture remained a significant source of wealth. The ownership of land and estates provided income and social prestige to the nobility and wealthy landowners. Colonial ventures. European powers, particularly Spain and Portugal, engaged in colonial ventures, extracting wealth from colonies through resource exploitation, agriculture, and trade. This influx of wealth from overseas contributed to economic growth in Europe. Technological advancements. Innovations in various fields, including navigation, mathematics, and engineering, contributed to wealth growth by improving productivity, facilitating trade, and driving technological progress. Global trade networks. The Renaissance marked the expansion of global trade networks. European merchants engaged in the spice trade with Asia, the fur trade with Russia, and the exploration of African markets, fostering international commerce and wealth accumulation. Colonialism, 16th, 19th century. European colonial powers amassed immense wealth through exploration, trade, and the exploitation of resources in Africa, Asia, and the Americas. 4. Industrial Revolution and modern capitalism. Industrial Revolution, 18th, 19th century. The advent of industrialization led to the rise of wealthy industrialists and entrepreneurs. Innovators like Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller accumulated vast fortunes in manufacturing and oil. Modern era, 20th century present. The 20th century witnessed the proliferation of wealth through technology, finance, and globalization. The lives of the wealthy evolved to include diverse industries such as tech, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, entertainment, Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, and finance, Warren Buffett, George Soros. The history of wealthy individuals reflects the dynamic nature of wealth acquisition and distribution throughout human civilization. From the landowners of ancient Mesopotamia to the tech moguls of today, the lives of the wealthy have evolved alongside economic, social, and technological changes. Understanding this history helps us appreciate the complex interplay between wealth and society, shedding light on both the positive contributions and challenges posed by the wealthy. It also invites us to reflect on the evolving nature of wealth and its role in shaping the world we live in today.